Hey there, future fellow. We're at Black Sheep. Welcome. Welcome. You are not lost. You are in the right place at the right time for all the wrong reasons. So welcome. Welcome. How did you get here? Is that what you want to know? Well, I will tell you. You have left Bizarro World. It might have been on purpose. You passed the Twilight Zone. Totally on accident, by the way. You picked up some cool chick at the corner.
I love it. You guys are so great.
You rolled down the road and took the ride.
Ding, ding.
And rolled right into the most offensive church this side of the universe. The party pit. You. Yeah. Welcome to my humble cave. Welcome to my humble cave. We were not expecting you. But now that you're here, fuck it. I got a story to tell you. Yeah. We're reading this great ass trilogy. Well, mostly great ass trilogy called God Said. Because God did not say that. Fight me. He did not say that. We're on book 2 of this trilogy. It's called Jesus, who, question mark, because people need to know him. We are on section John, chapter something. Hold on. Oh, section John, chapter 8. Yeah. So let's do that. And while we're waiting for people to pile in here, tell me what you're drinking, what you're smoking, and that's it. And while you do that, I will tell you the 6 C's we have for you this evening. Cannabis, cigarettes. Wait, cannabis, cigarettes. No, I'm lying about the cigarettes. I'm completely out of cigarettes. I'm about to lose my fucking mind because I can't find $1. But either way it goes, I have a chair with your name on it, cat beds, and canine space. So, come on in. And while you are coming in, I want to get a glass of water. So, oh yeah, and we're keeping the kitchen open because the raccoons don't have any food. And I think I hyped them up on Honey Nut Cheerios. It was a great idea. I ran out of dog food yesterday. So today they got part of a chicken sandwich and Honey Nut Cheerios. It was so awesome. But let me go get a drink of water. I'll be right back. Fill in where you're from, what you're drinking, and what you're smoking. And I'll interact with you when I get right back. I'm back, and I know it. I'm back, I'm back. You better show it. Yeah, that is my super song for the day. All right, so let's get on to chapter 8. Yeah. So everybody's from nowhere drinking and smoking nothing. Got it. I will interact with myself today. Yeah, that sounds so dirty, don't it? I'll interact with myself today, baby. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get on to chapter 8. And then Jesus went to the Mount of Olives. That may or may not be a bar. It might not be a bar. I'm watching for those little devilish raccoons. Because they are sneaky, sneaky. Okay. Jesus went to the Mount of Olives early in the morning, and then he came into the temple, and all the people were coming to him, and he sat down and began to teach. Man, so he started his concert early this. That's wild. Okay. And these terrible ass God people brought a woman caught in adultery and set her in the midst. Okay, so she said no to a priest, and now they're going to try to kill her because she said no. That's how that works, you know? You tell a pervert no, and the next thing you know, you're finding you wake up dead. Look, it's a thing that happens. That's why you can't tell men no, because they'll either trash you or unsubscribe you from God's YouTube. The only thing I'm going to say is the hardest thing for a woman. That's not exactly true. But the one thing these transgenders don't understand is when you, as a woman, tell them no, you're getting trashed and smashed. If you're a woman or if you're a transvestite, turning yourself into a woman and then you tell some dude that you're a man, you're also going to wake up dead. So you should just stay a man. And women, stand up for yourselves, especially if you tell a guy no. That's the only thing I'm going to say. And actually, wouldn't that be the only thing they had in common? That would be the only thing they have in common. Dealing with men, which are highly aggressive all the time. I have been trashed by so many men I've said no to. You wouldn't even believe it. So, and then they said to him, this woman has been caught in adultery, the very act. So she told one of us perverts no. So she needs to be unsubscribed because I hurt my pee hole. Poor pee hole. Now, in the law of Moses, see what they're saying? It's not the law of God because God's law is the 10 Commandments. Now, How do we know their rules are fake? Because they're in a book called The Rules of Moses. They're not God rules. They are man rules. It's all made up. And people follow it like it's fucking true. No, it's the law of Moses, not the law of God. Okay? And there's a very big distinction in those two things. Because remember at the beginning, God's rules were the 10 Commandments. And remember what Jesus said the other day, yesterday. Some guy made that shit up. Now we're going to listen to Jesus' response to this question. We stone women. And they were saying this, testing him. So again, they're trying to use word magic because that is a real fucking thing. That is the worst trap you could ever get stuck in, is word magic. That is an actual thing. Okay. So they're trying to catch him up in word magic so they could have grounds to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down and wrote on the ground. Jesus has no chill. He's such a badass. He's like, yeah, fuck you. I could answer this question. But first, I need to draw this in the dirt. Do you want to play tic-tac-toe? Oh, you don't know what that is? Well, let me show you. Look, you draw the line like this. Okay. So you know how to play. Okay, you two play together. Okay, what'd you guys say? I was busy. So what did you say? Oh, yeah. This woman told you one of y'all bitches no. So now she's an adulteress. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Are you ready? Let me hold my microphone. He who is without sin cast the first stone. And then he went back to playing tic-tac-toe. And when they heard it, they began to go out one by one and start clucking like hens. Okay, they went out one by one, beginning with the older. And he was left alone, and the woman where she was. And standing up, Jesus said, Woman, you woman. Don't say no more. That's not what Jesus said. Could you imagine if that's what Jesus said? Oh my God. That's not what he said. He said, where'd they go? None of them. And she was like, no. And then Jesus said, don't do that no more. Whatever you did, don't do it no more. Bye. And then Jesus said again, I am the light of the world. He who follows me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light. Yeah. Look, look, look. Yeah. Look. Mm-mm. Ah. See what I'm saying? Like, we're in complete darkness down here, right? And again, remember what I said, which is not what Paul said, but what Jesus said. A light cannot be a light in a room full of light. You have to go into the darkness and have Jesus with you as you go into the darkness. and then you light other people's lights, and then they go to their part of the darkness, and then everybody gets light. But you have to go in your own space, you know? And you were Jesus, and you have the light, and then everybody else gets the light from you, and then they go to their part, holding Jesus, having him walk with them, and they go into their part of the darkness with their light. Because a light has no use outside of darkness. The only time you need a light is when it's dark. So you have to take your light and actually do the manual work of God. Kind of like the Mormons do, but you don't got to go door to door. You know what I mean? You got to go to your part of the world and make your little section of the world light so God can see you. He doesn't see in the dark. He doesn't even like the dark. Remember, we had to light a lamp to stave it off. Yeah, stave off the darkness. Because you have to have light in your space. And the prophet, no, these terrible ass God people said, you are bearing witness of yourself. Your witness is not true. And Jesus said, even if I bear witness of myself, my witness is true, for I know where I came from and where I am going. But you don't know either of those things. You people judge according to the flesh. I am not judging anyone. But even I do judge. My judgment is true, for I am not alone. I am not alone in it, but I and he who is with me. Yeah. So if Jesus is out of control, he's like, listen, I told you this yesterday. I bear witness of myself because I myself. Oh, and God the first is my dad. No, God the second is my dad. God the first is my grandfather. And they witness of me. And if I witness of me, then they witness of me. And then I am me. And I don't even got to judge anybody. I just got to heal people and go on this long ass concert that like lasted a year or whatever. You know, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh my God. And they were giving to him, or they were saying to him, where's your father? And Jesus said, you don't know that guy. If you knew that guy, you know me also. But seeing as you're going to back of line, don't even matter. But just know, the guy that you guys don't know, that's my dad. He who cannot be named, that's my daddy. This is out of control. Hold on, where's your father? And Jesus, well, you don't know that guy. And then he was like, the treasury. Wait, oh no. These words he spoke in the treasury as he taught in the temple, and no one seized him because his hour had not yet come. And then he said before again to them, I go away, you shall seek me, and shall die in your sin. Where I'm going, you cannot come. Therefore, these terrible ass God people saying, no, he's not gonna unsubscribe himself. He's too proud for that. Mm. But he said, where I am going, you cannot come. And he was saying to them, you are from below, I am from above. You are this world, I am not. I said, therefore, to you, you will die in your sins, for unless you believe that I am He, you will die in your sins. And they were saying, the fuck is you, yo? And Jesus said, what I have been saying, no, what have I been saying to you from the beginning? I have many things to speak and to judge concerning you. Man, this is so long. He who sent me is true, and the things which I heard from him, these I speak to the world. They did not realize he had been speaking to them about the Father. Jesus therefore said, when you lift up the Son of Man, then you will know that I am He. And I do nothing on my own initiative, but I speak these things as the Father taught me. And He who sent me is with me. He has not left me alone, for I have to do things that are pleasing to Him. As he spoke these things, many more came to believe in him. Jesus, therefore, was saying to those terrible ass God people who have believed in him, if you abide in my word, then you are truly disciples, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And they answered him, we are Abe's offspring and have never been slaves to anyone. Now, how is it that you say you shall become free? Because you're slaves of the devil, you terrible ass fucking people. Never mind, shut up. No, that's what Jesus said. He said, you guys are fucking fake. Because listen, I'm telling you, everyone who commits a sin is a slave of sin, you terrible ass fucking people. And the slave does not remain in the house forever. The son does remain forever. If, therefore, the son shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. I know you're Abe's offspring, yet you seek to unsubscribe me because my word has no place in you. Speak the things. I speak the things which I have seen with my Father. Therefore, you also do the things. Hold on. I speak the things which I have seen with my Father. And then, God, I'm sorry. Therefore, you also that do the things from your father. And they said, Abe is our father. And he's like, really, you would do it if you were. But as you are seeking to unsubscribe me, a man who has told you the truth, which I hear from God, this Abraham did not do. You are doing the deeds of your father. And they said, we are not born of fornication. That's how you know they were. We have the Father, even God, because they think Abe is God. Anyway, Jesus said, if God is your Father, you would love me, for I proceeded forth and have come from God. There's a raccoon in here. Hold on. I don't have no more food. I don't have no more food. What are you doing? Come on. It's so cute. I know. Hold on. No, don't bite my toes. It's just a rat. Not food. Here, hold on. Yeah, my raccoon came in. Did you see him? I don't know how to read your name. Uh, can I just call you Poc? P-O-C, like the end of your name? Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, I didn't even see you. I didn't even see you come in. I apologize. I didn't even see you. And yes, it's a raccoon break because I gave the raccoons Honey Nut Cheerios and now they might be a little hyper. Did you see him? Did you see him? Did you see him try to climb up my leg? I love that little guy. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of raccoons. Okay. So here, let me. Okay. Wait, I know what you're doing. Or maybe I don't. Oh, right here. Yeah. He's like, okay. Oh, yeah, we're not a fornication. And then he was like, if God was your father, you will love me because I proceeded from him. For I have not even come on my own initiative, but he who sent me. Why do you not understand what I'm saying? It is because you cannot hear my word. You are the father of the devil. Yeah, son of a devil. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Okay. Anyway, your father is the devil, and you want to do the desires of your father. He was an unsubscriber from the beginning and does not stand in truth because there is no truth. Whenever he speaks, he's lying. You know how the devil's lying? Because his mouth is moving. Yeah, that's what Jesus said. He speaks from his own nature, for he is a liar and the father of the lies. Of lies. Because I speak the truth, you do not believe me. Because they believe fake news, fake news, fake news. Which one of you convicts me of sin? I speak the truth. You, why do you not believe me? He who is of God hears the words of God. For this reason, you do not hear them, because you are not God. You bitches suck. Yeah, that's what he said. And then these terrible ass God people answered, Do we not bleh, do we not rightly say that you are Samaritan and have a demon? He is neither of those things. Thank you very much. He's a Levite. And Jesus answered, No, bitches, I'm a Levite. No, no, that's not what he said. Says, I do not have a demon, but I honor my Father, and you dishonor me. I'm very Asian right now. But I do not seek my own glory, for there is only one who seeks, who's there is one who seeks and judges. Listen, I'm telling you, if anyone keeps my word, they shall never see death. Yeah. Hold on. Anyone who keeps my word. Yeah, which is the 10 Commandments, by the way, because those are God's rules, not any of this other made up bullshit. Oh, did you see me? I just missed my whole mouth. That was totally on purpose. Oh, I suck at life, man. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. Therapy is supposed to say, I do a good job. Yeah. Anyway, these terrible ass God people said, Now we know you are doomed. Abe died, and the prophets also. Yeah, mostly because you guys killed them. But anyway, and you say, If anyone keeps my word, they shall never taste death. Oh, that's mostly because most all of them did some kind of sin at some point. Anyway, surely you are not greater than Abe who died. The prophets died also because you guys killed them. Whom do you make yourself out to be? And Jesus said, If I glorify myself, my glory is nothing. It's called character, you fat bitches. No, that's not what he said. It is my Father who glorifies me, of whom you say he is our God. If you do not come to know him, but I know him, and if I say that I do not know him, I shall be a liar like you. But I do know him, and I keep his word. Your father Abe rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it and was glad. These terrible ass God people were like, you are not 50 years old, and you seen Abe? And Jesus said, I was still attached to my dad's body at that point. So, I mean, I only seen him through the pee hole, but I definitely saw him. No, Jesus said, listen, before Abe, I am. That right there, that right there, that right there. Because he's not with you when nobody is supposed to say, I am. Because that's what God called himself for a second. Well, that's what God the second called himself. Back in the days of Joe. But his real name is Jealousy. And we learn that in Exodus when he shows Moses, he gives Moses a full moon on the mountain. And then Moses is like, but you show me your butt and I don't even know you. And God was like, I am jealousy. I am a jealous God. That's exactly what he said, right on the mountain. And how do you see? Right through the pee hole. Therefore, they picked up stones to throw, and Jesus put on Harry Potter's cloak of invisibility and ran off. That's not what he did, but he definitely ran away. Yep, sure did. So, hi, vanity of vanities. Well, anyway, hi, I want to meet you. I am Saint Nikki K the Grit, and I am fucking wonderful. Anyway, I'm completely amazing. Anyway, so what's your name and what is your descriptive word for yourself? Are you also awesome? Oh yeah, and don't mind my costume. I'm a wolf. Well, actually, I'm a sheep dressed like a wolf. So, what are you? We also have a third dimensional train, but I don't know where it is. It's pretty amazing, ain't it? It's the Bible like the Bible never before. But just know, when we're done with this, we're going back to the Old Testament. We are in the middle of this story and this story of David, and we're going to find out how much of a party animal God the second is, because he's a total party animal. Anyway, I'm a guy, a father. Yeah, but are you amazing, awesome, wonderful, super, super fragile, no, super fragilistic, expialidocious? Are you that word? I don't even know that word. I heard it somewhere before. I don't remember where. So, are you Russian? Aren't those Russian letters? I'm guessing you're Russian. It's okay. As long as you don't have Russian hands and Roman fingers, Russian hands and Roman fingers. We should be all right. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm trying to say. Wonderful. Yes, that is such an amazing word. Yeah, that is the exact amazing word. No, it's Greek. I should have knew that, except for I don't. That looked like Russian to me. I, but I don't know what anything looks like. Really, I don't know. I was just guessing. Yeah, I was just guessing. Don't judge me. I'm a language nerd. That's okay, because I'm a Bible nerd. And I believe in word magic. And you would be a good person that would know about word magic, right? Word magic is a real fucking thing. And you're a language guy. You should know that, right? That is a real thing. I didn't just make that up, right? Because people are tricksy with words. Like these terrible ass God people, they're always trying to catch motherfuckers up in words. That's why they make great lawyers and shit. It's in their blood. Yes, it's pretty real. Thank you. Thank you. Because a lot of people don't believe me about that. Word magic. They think I'm crazy because of my brain injuries. Like, no, no, no. That shit's real. I don't even care. That shit is so fucking real. That's why they have court and courts as long as it is. Because everybody's got to make a word for everything. And then the words don't even mean what you think they mean. The words are not used like the dictionary intends them to be used. Yes, yes, it is a fucking superpower. And I'm not very good at it unless I'm reading it. Like speaking word magic to me, that is that is nothing. Like I can't decipher words that are being spoke to me. But if it was on paper, definitely could see it. Or like how people are writing, if they're really intelligent or not. Because intelligence is measured by how you can solve, how you can explain a complex situation or a complex thing to a 6-year old. Um, Neil deGrasse Tyson said that once. Although, I don't know, that's a pretty regular guy. Doesn't seem like he knows anything outside of science. He doesn't know how to be a person. But hey, what are you? Yes, what are you drinking and smoking? And I'm not even going to ask you where you're coming in from because I don't really like when creators do that because I feel like it sets you up, you know? Like somebody's going to say, oh, you're from Ohio. And then they'll put your fucking send SWAT to your house and shit. I don't like that. But what are you drinking and smoking? Cigarettes count if you don't smoke weed. Cigarettes count. I'm out of cigarettes. Well, okay. Not really out of cigarettes. I'm out of cigarette tubes. I could still roll a cigarette like Johnny Depp rolls cigarettes, just out of the paper and shit. But I'm out of regular cigarettes. Man, I can't even share a cigarette with you. Whiskey. Oh, you know what? That's what I'm gonna start saying. I'm from America. Yeah, America. Why do I feel like that's a song? I don't know. That might be a song. Or maybe it's a band. It might be a song and a band. I don't fucking know. Anyway, whiskey, I'm not shy. Me neither. Turns out that shit gets me in trouble all the time. You know, because my brain's like 16 and I want to ask people the most inappropriate questions. Apparently, it's at the most inappropriate time, but anytime it's good to talk about inappropriate things like penis or vagina, pee. I just many things, and people get mad at me because it's wrong time, wrong place. And you keep it quiet. I get that a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a thing. Do you also have a brain injury? Or are you just like that normally? Because I'm also like that normally, just not so bad. Yeah. But I mean, used to get me in a lot of trouble. But now people can be like, it's brain injuries. I get away with so much. But it's not like I do it on purpose. I have to think about it for a couple days afterwards to realize why that was bad. Takes me a long time to process things. But anyway, we're going to have to get to, oh my God, are we really at 49 minutes? Okay. Oh, so you're a mouth of the South too. Yeah. But that used to be my nickname for a long time. Mouth of the South. And then I realized that's also Jimmy Hart. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm a wrestler. I don't know. But I wish I could be a wrestler. Wouldn't that be so cool if I was a wrestler? Man, fuck yeah. That'd be so awesome. Are you a wrestler? Somebody should be a wrestler. Somebody should come on my show and be a wrestler. Well, not exactly come on my show because I've had a couple guests before, but it turns out this show right here cannot have a guest on it. Why are people texting me and stuff? Okay, let's get through chapter 9. Okay. As he passed by, he saw a blind man from birth, and his disciples asked him, Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he should be born blind? And Jesus was like, no, we did this. Well, God the second did this. So God the third can show awesomeness. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Now, be fine. And then, okay. We must work the works of him who sent me, as long as it is day, night is coming when no man can work. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world. And when he said this, he spat on the ground. Why, Jesus? Why are you? Look, I will never understand this because the guy that wanted, remember, the guy that wanted to see the color white, and then Jesus was like, peekaboo, and it was all white. And then the other guy was like, I want to see the color green. And Jesus was like, peekaboo. And then bam, color green. And this guy, Jesus is going to spit on the ground, make some mud, and rub it all over dude's face. Why? Jesus, quit spitting on people. Okay. So he spit on the ground, made clay of the spittle, and applied the clay. It's not clay, it's mud. Just, oh God, Jesus, why? And then instead of calling it mud, they call it clay. So it doesn't seem so gross. Jesus spit on this man. And then he was like, go wash your face in the pool of, where the fuck am I at? Oh, the pool of Siloam, which is translated sent. And he went away and washed all Jesus' spit out of his eye. And then he was like, holy shit, the water is blue. The neighbors, therefore, and those who previously saw him as a beggar were saying, wasn't this the blind man out there like wanting a penny and shit? And the others said, this is he. And others were saying, no, he just looks like him. And then dude would kept going, no, I'm the one. I'm the God. I'm the God. Therefore, they were asking him, what the fuck happened? And he was like, Jesus, spit in my face. Jesus didn't spit in his face. He spit on the ground and then rubbed some dirt in his eyes. It's like rub some dirt on it. Yeah, if you're feeling like shit and you can't see, rub some dirt on it. Okay. And then he was like, go and wash. So I went and washed my face and I received sight. And then they said, where is he? And he said, I don't fucking know. Then they brought to the terrible ass God people who was formerly blind. Oh, they took the man to these terrible ass God people. Now, it was Sabbath. Because Jesus is always having his concerts and his wellness clinic on the Sabbath because Jesus gives no fucks, like for real. Jesus doesn't even care. He's like, whatever, y'all motherfuckers. Okay. And again, therefore, these terrible ass God people were asking him how he received his sight. And he was like, he rubbed dirt in my eyes, man. And then he told me to go wash it out. Therefore, some of these God people were saying, this man is not from God because he does not keep the Sabbath. But others were saying, how can a man who is a sinner perform such signs? And then there was a division among them. And therefore, the blind man was like, what do you say about him since he opened his eyes or opened your eyes? And he was like, dude's definitely a prophet. Then these terrible ass God people did not believe it of him that he had been blind and received sight. So they told the parents to come on, and they were like, this is your son. He was blind, now he sees. And they were like, yep, this is him, and he was definitely born blind. But now, okay, and we do not know how or who opened his eyes. Ask him. He's of age. He can talk to himself for himself. And his parents said, because they were afraid of these terrible ass God people, because these terrible ass God people already agreed if anyone would confess him to be La Christe, would be put out of the synagogue. And I bet you know how the Mormons are always afraid to get kicked out of the church and shit? I'm going to be kicked out of the temple. So they would literally unsubscribe their spouses so they don't get kicked out of the church. This seems like this is the same kind of thing. Like, don't kick me out of the church. Like, it's so important. And because of this, they were like, ask him. So a second time, they called the blind man and said to him, give glory to God. We know this man is a sinner. He therefore answered, whether he's a sinner, I don't know. What I do know is I can see. And you guys look gray. You don't look, you guys look gray. And then they were like, what did he do to you? What? And he was like, he rubbed dirt in my eyes. Okay. And they reviled him and said, you are a disciple. We are disciples of Moses. No, we know that God has spoken to Moses. But as for this man, we do not know where he is from. The man answered and said, well, here is an amazing thing, that you do not know where he came from, and yet he opened my eyes. We know that God does not hear sinners, but if anyone is God-fearing and does his will, hold on. Anyone who is God-fearing and does his will, he hears him. Since the beginning of time, it has never been heard that anyone has ever opened the eyes of a person that's always blind. If this man were not from God, he could do nothing. And they were like, you were born entirely in sins. Why are you teaching us? And they put him out. That's how you know, like, listen, these people are so fucking evil. And Jesus heard that they put him out, and finding him, he said, do you believe in the Son of Man? And he's like, who is he that I can believe in him? And Jesus said, you have both seen him, and he is the one walking with you. And he was like, oh my God, I believe. And he worshiped him. But I bet when Jesus dies, you don't worship him no more, you fat son of a bitch. And Jesus said, for judgment I came to this world, and those who do not see may see, and those who see may become blind. Those of the terrible as God people who were with him heard these things and said, we are not blind too, are we? And Jesus said, if you were blind, you would have no sin. But since you say, we see, your sin remains. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Press like and subscribe and join the chat. None of my friends came today, which I'm very sorry for. But one's at a rodeo. One's been working too long. I have no idea where Neil is or where my cousin is or either of the girls, which is Firefly and Feather. They're busy. They've been working long hours, especially Firefly. She hasn't even messaged me, not even on Discord. So maybe if she watches this on the replay, she can see how much I miss her. Anyway. Hey, Wheels. You are perfectly not late. Um, well, I appreciate that. Can I call you? I'm, hold on. Does that say Bopak? It does, doesn't it? I don't know. I'm just going to call you Puck. Yeah. And I'm glad that people enjoy my streams because the Bible should not be scary. Turns out this is one of the funniest books I've ever read in my life. And sometimes it's not like ha ha funny, but it's like funny, like, man, this shit's kind of, kind of strange. Oh, Wheels. Meet Pac and Pac meet Wheels. Wheels was my first ever kiss. It was like, God, seventh grade? Was it seventh grade? It might have been seventh grade. But anyway, Wheels, you might have to watch this on Restream or uh replay, not Restream, replay. I might have to watch it on replay because it was fun. Oh, and the raccoon came in my kitchen and tried to climb up my leg. Yeah, it was great. I don't know if it got caught on camera or not, but them little raccoons, sneaky devils. But I think I got them all hopped up on Honey Nut Cheerios, which I'm probably not supposed to be giving them Cheerios, but I ran out of dog food, man. So they got Cheerios and cat food. which I don't know if they're even supposed to have dog food or cat food. I was gonna buy him some goat food once, but Dustin said they wouldn't eat goat food. They don't like dog treats either. I try to give them dog treats. They do not eat dog treats. Yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. I'm guessing since people are showing up, which I don't want to make my streams any later than they are, but it seems like more people show up at like 11:30, 11 o'clock. But I start these streams at 10:15 every day. Oh, yeah. The Honey O's to be like bag cereal, those things are pretty good. But it seemed like the raccoons, they really like the Honey Nut Cheerios. I think I got them all hyped up though. Holy shit. Okay, we'll be able to do chapter 10. So let me roll this cigarette that I have no business rolling. I ran out of tubes, so I'm gonna roll an old school cigarette. Things pop off around midnight. Yeah, but the people who loyally watch my show are, we're usually ending my stream right now because, well, my stream would have been over, but a lot of the people that watch my streams come go to bed about this time. They show up around 11, but well, you know what? Maybe I should. It's okay. I got distracted by a raccoon, so. So, Pac, do you smoke cigarettes, weed, or you just drink alcohol? But it should say whiskey. No, whiskey is alcohol. Yeah, but I feel like when I say alcohol, it's like this dude's getting drunk all the time. Because there's another. He's called Drunken Wizard. He's in here sometimes. He's got 7 wives and he drinks bourbon. Kentucky bourbon. I don't know what that is, but he drinks that a lot. Dude, I don't ever want to quit smoking weed. Sometimes I want to quit smoking cigarettes, but then shit pisses me off. So it's like, I need a cigarette. Like, I can't make it when I go to the hospital. They always gotta keep me. They kidnap me at the hospital. And they keep me there for fucking days. And nobody will take me to get a cigarette break because I want to leave and get a cigarette break. And they kidnap me. Oh, it's the worst. Oh my God. I haven't had a rolled non-filtered cigarette since prison. Man, do you know how long ago that was for prison? I've been out of prison like 13 years. Holy shit. No, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I've been out of prison 10 years. And I've been clean from super drugs since 2012. Yeah, I would much rather smoke cigarettes than try to quit. Man, something is happening. Okay. Yeah, roll one of these fucking. Man, I haven't smoked a cigarette like this since prison. This is bringing it back. Now I need a cup of instant coffee. It'll be just like prison. All right, let's do chapter 10. Okay. Because listen, I'm telling you, he who does not enter by the door into the hole fold of the sheep, but climbs up a different way, he is a thief and a robber. That's what I'm saying. We gotta be sheep dressed like wolves. We gotta fit in to get in. We can take that wolf costume off as soon as we get to front of line. Because front of the line is for weirdos. We will get to heaven before any of these terrible ass God people do. And that includes the ones that are now, because none of them do what God said. And then they put words in his mouth like he fucking said that. That's what taking the Lord's name in vain is using the Lord's name to lie. When you lie on God, I swear to God, that's taking the Lord's name in vain. Oh, I promise to God I didn't do that. Taking the Lord's name in vain. That's what that means. Not saying God damn. No, it's lying on God. And it aggravates me. I mean, what do you guys think? Yeah. And definitely don't say I swear to God when you're lying. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think about that? Well, okay. Because listen, this chapter 10 of section John. Because listen, I'm telling you, he who does not, right, sheep dressed like a wolf, fit in to get in. You know what I mean? You don't have, hold on. You got to be good in the world and good at the world. You wear the sheep costume to get by in the world, but you can still be who you are regardless. But you're definitely not coming into the world being a sheep, just being a plain old sheep. That's not how you get through Angel Boot Camp. And Earth is Angel Boot Camp. And you definitely can't be a sheep in the world. You definitely got to know how to fit in. You definitely got to know how to be better at their shit than them. Who is messaging me? Don't they know I'm live streaming? Okay. Now. But he who enters by the door is a shepherd of sheep. To him the doorkeeper opens, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. Do not forget Nikki K the Great. Okay. When he puts forth his own, he goes before them, and the sheep follow because they know his voice. And a stranger they simply will not follow, but they'll flee from him because they don't know the voice of strangers in the night. This figure of speech, Jesus spoke to them, but they did not understand those things which he had been saying. And then Jesus said to them again, listen, I am the door of the sheep. All who come to me are thieves, robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. All who come before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. Oh, okay, I read that wrong. All who came before me. So the people you were calling prophets are not exactly prophets. All who believe. No, wait, did not hear them. I am the door. If anyone goes through me, he will be saved and shall go in and out of the pasture. The chief, no, the thief, only to steal, unsubscribe, and destroy. Seek and destroy. I I came that they might have life and might have it abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. He who is hireling, he who is a hireling and not a shepherd. Oh, so the substitute shepherd. Got it. Who is not the owner of the sheep beholds the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and the wolf snatches and scatters them. He flees because he's a substitute and is not concerned about the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me, even as the Father knows me, and I know the Father. I lay down my life for the sheep, and I have other sheep who are not of this fold. I must bring them also, and they shall hear my voice, and they, wait, hold on. I have, I have other sheep which are not in this fold. I must bring them also, and they shall hear my voice, and they shall become one of my flock. For this reason, the Father loves me, because I lay my life down that I may take it again. No one has taken away from me, but I lay my down. What? But I lay it down of my own initiative. I have authority to lay it down, and I have authority to take it up again. This commandment I received from my Father. And there arose a division again among these terrible ass God people because of these words. And many were saying, "He is a demon. This is insane. Why do you listen?" And the others were saying, "These are not sayings of a demon. A demon cannot open the eyes of the blind, can he?" At that time, the feast of the dedication. What? Man, all these feasts, every fucking week there's a feast, and you can't do nothing on the feast. These people are so fucking lazy. All they want to do is get drunk. They want to party. They want to have ditty parties. That's why they don't listen to Jesus, because they're preverts. Okay. Now the feast of dedication took place in Jewland. It was winter, and Jesus was walking into the temple in the portico of Solomon. These terrible ass God people gathered around him and were saying, "How long will you keep us in suspense? If you are the Christ, tell us plainly." And Jesus said, "I've already told you, and you do not believe. The works that I do in my Father." No. "The works that I do in my Father's name, these bear witness of me. But you don't believe because you're not my sheep. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." Okay, wait a minute. "I do in my Father's name, and these bear witness of me. But you do not believe because you are, and I know them, and they follow me. I give eternal life to them. They shall never perish, and no one shall snatch them from my hand. My Father. Wait, what? I'm not listening. I'm not seeing. Okay, wait a minute. My Father, who has given them to me, is greater than all, and no one is able to snatch them out of my Father's hand. I and the Father are one. And these terrible ass God people took stones to stone him again. And Jesus answered, I'm not ready to get high. I got shit to do. No. Jesus was like, I showed you many good works from the Father. For which of them are you stoning me? And these terrible ass God people were like, for good work, we don't stone. You were stoning for blasphemy because you, being a man, makes yourself out to be God. When? When did he do that? He didn't do that. Damn. Jesus did not do that. And then Jesus said, has it not been written in your law? See, he's not saying God's law. He's saying your law. Hi, Kim. It's great to see you. Okay. Because it's written in your law. I said, you are gods. If I call them gods, to whom the word God came, and the scripture cannot be broken. Yeah, but they're all fucking man laws, though. You just said that. So they can be broken. Do you say of him, who the Father sanctified and sent into the world, you are blaspheming because I said, I am the Son of God. If I do not do the works of my Father, do not believe me. But if I do them, though you do not believe, but you believe the works that you may know and understand that the Father is in me and I in the Father. Therefore, they were thieves. Therefore, they were seeking again to seize him, and he eluded them because Jesus gives no fucks. And he went away again beyond the Jordan to a place John was baptized, and he was staying there. And many people following his shiny piles of shit came to him and said, while Jean le Baptiste performed no sign, yet everything John said about this man is true, and many believed in him. Dun, dun, dun. What do you guys think about that? Jesus seriously gives no fuck about these people. And then, again, he's calling it your law, not God's law. And that's very specific because Jesus, throughout these books, has, wait, what was I saying? I don't know what I just said. Does anybody know what I was saying? I don't remember. I don't know what I was saying. Mm, yes. As long as you're following the 10 Commandments, you just follow the 10 Commandments and help people when you have extra of something. You you got to be kind. You don't got to be nice. Got to be kind. And really, it's kind to the people around you. You're kind with your inner circle. And then when your inner circle is taken care of, then you be nice to strangers and give strangers what they need. But we haven't got to that part yet. But because think about it, Jesus took care of his disciples first, right? He made sure they were okay. And then he branched out. But his inner circle had to be okay first. It sounded like a raccoon. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. That's why you're kind, nice. You don't have to be nice. You have to be kind. And yes, right. What John was true. And many believed in him there. Okay. So, so the people who got baptized and shit through John and listened to his sermons where he would be talking about Jesus and they're like, oh shit, that's true. So Jesus never performed for these people, I'm guessing. And then many believed in him there without seeing signs. No, it says they saw the sign. While John performed no sign, yet everything John said about this man was true, and then many believed in him there. So, what does that even mean, though? Uh, okay, so John's people ended up getting with Jesus' people, it seems, and were watching Jesus. And then they thought about it and they're like, oh my God, John said this was true, right? Yeah, so Jesus is our guy. I'm guessing it went something like that. Yeah, exactly. Man, I'm just losing everything around here. Damn it. Guess what I did? I just added these ashes into my coffee. Guess I'm not drinking coffee anymore. I'm the absolute worst. No, I'm not supposed to say that. I'm the absolute best for ashing in my coffee. Oh my god, I hate my life. I can't stand it. So, what do you guys think? How are you guys doing? This is stupid. Man, I can't wait till tomorrow. 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 I'll have smokes tomorrow. Is there somebody else here? Oh my god. Why didn't I see anybody else here? Tomorrow. I'll have smokes tomorrow. Okay. Well, oh, my world just got flipped upside down. Wait, Wheels, you can read whatever. No, he said it's Greek. He said it's Greek. I wish I could read another language. Man, wouldn't that be so cool? If I was smart enough to know another language. I'm probably smart enough, maybe. I just don't have enough gumption. Because gumption is a real thing. Wait, what? Man, these cigarettes suck. Man. Game over. Hey, that's a pretty good song. I mean, I know it's like rap and shit, but still a good song. And it starts with that boom, boom, clap, boom, boom, clap. Game over. Hey, my therapist says every time you call yourself, something that's not awesome, you gotta say something nice about yourself. So you said you're terrible. Now you gotta say something nice. Because my therapist made that a real big deal. Because I tell myself I suck at life all the time. Because I suck at life. But she told me I have to say, if I say that, I have to say something nice. So maybe it'll work for you too. I mean, I don't know how good it's working for me, because I still call myself terrible at life. But then she makes me say something nice about myself. Does your therapist make you do that? You might not even have a therapist. You might not even need a therapist. But if you're watching my insane ass shit, you probably need a therapist. Which my therapist also told me that this whole going live thing, oh, you feel terrible. Oh, well, yeah, whiskey's probably not going to help that. No. Hey, there's no such thing as try. You were either attempt it, which you should always attempt whatever, but you can't really try. That's an excuse to fail. Like, oh, I failed. I guess I'll try again. And then you fail every time you think you gotta try something. You either do it or you don't. Try is an excuse to fail. That's what I use every time I fail. Oh, I tried. There's no such thing. You either do it or you don't. Like attempting. Use the word attempt instead of try. Because again, try is an excuse to fail. It gives you every reason to fail because that word try is an excuse to fail. Because when you fail, you can just blame it on, well, it was a try. I was trying. It's a bullshit thing and you know it. Oh, hey. Is it Little Raccoon? No, hey. I'm coming. I'm coming. I don't know. I don't know if I have more food, baby. I don't know. Come on. You. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey. Give me some cheese. Oh, it was one of the babies. Could you guys see his tiny little tail? Aw, he was the cutest little guy. Those babies are getting so big. You do it again. Yes. You just don't, or you just, hold on. I told my son, if you come in any way but first, watch how the guy who got first did it, and then do it again. Hold on, I gotta see. I got this. I got the raccoon some cheese. Where's he at? Where you at? Come on. coming? I'll give it to you. Hey, come back. Come on. I gave them cheese. I gave them cheese. They fucking love cheese. Oh my God. There's 5 baby raccoons, and they have it like, they have their own little personalities. Oh, they are the fucking best. Do you guys love raccoons? There's a lot of people that don't love raccoons. Oh, of course. Because why not? Yum. Go back. If you go back, you got to do it again. Yes. There's not try. There's do or don't do. There's attempt or don't attempt. Oh, they're at my door again. Let's see if he'll walk all the way in. Oh, you guys might not be able to see if he walks all the way in. I thought you'd be able to. But I didn't expect 2 of them to come in. Two, two of them came in. Dustin's gonna be so mad at me. Like, the raccoons aren't supposed to be in the house. But I keep my back door open. Oh, I can hear them. See if it comes all the way in. I love those little guys. I swear. Over the winter, they had 5 babies. So now I have like 12 raccoons. Oh, shit. Yep. They're in. I see you. Hold on. Oh, I love them. Oh, I love them so much. They're so good. Okay, are you guys still here? are you guys are you guys still here? Or did you leave me because of the raccoons? I love them so much. But I shut my back door so they won't be coming in. We're going to the door. I threw some cat food to them. Hello. Okay. It's working. Maybe. Okay. 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 Now it's working. I'm sorry about my raccoons, by the way. Well, I guess they're not my raccoons, but they live in my yard, and this is the only place they eat. And Dustin told me should quit feeding them because if we move, they won't know how to hunt for their own food. But I don't think that's exactly right. But we're eventually going to have to move. They're scratching at the door. So, what do you think about what we've read so far? I mean, I know a couple of you weren't here for all we read, but the, well, Wheels and Kim, you weren't here for all of it. Um, but I think, holy shit, no way. I have a real fucking cigarette. Oh my god, I'm about to die. Fuck yeah. I ain't smoking this prison shit no more. It is a real cigarette. The raccoons are knocking at my door. Hold on. Wait. I'm going to read this. Hold on. I liked hearing it. I think there are some big takeaways about not being a total shithead. Yeah. Have you ever heard my stories before? I do nothing but cuss. So you don't got to pardon your French. You should pardon my French. Yeah, I'm about to fucking smoke it because I didn't even know I had it. It's a really small one though, but totally worth it. Oh, this is old. How long has that been? How long has that been sitting there behind my Bible? for a long fucking time, but man, this tobacco. I'm not even gonna complain because I'm lucky to have it. God is good all the time. Oh my God. The raccoons are crying at my back door. Oh, they are the best. But they're even lucky I'm up this late because my door is never open that late. This late. But it's all the baby raccoons out there right now. Well, they're a little bigger than they were, but you can tell they're still babies because their tails are so small. Hear that? Come on. Come on. Rose was just in the house. Come on. Come on. Get in there. Oh, it was one of them trying to fuck her. Yeah. No, she just got cat jizz on my foot. Cat jizz. That should be the name of a band. Cat jizz on my toe. Yeah, all the cats should be in the house. It was my cats out there fighting. I thought they were fighting with the raccoon, but nope. It was so loud it woke Dustin up. Man, I didn't want him to wake up. Are you guys ready for bed? Are we too drunk and high to move on? Well, I mean, I I don't know. Man. Did everybody fall asleep on their keyboard? Man, why doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, about to put Max down. What about you, Puck? Fell asleep on his keyboard. I uh I don't know. I guess Puck fell asleep on his keyboard. That brown liquor's got him. See, I don't want to hang up in case, like, he wanted to say bye. Maybe he didn't want to say bye, but he was the first one here, so he should want to say bye, right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. See, why isn't my microphone working? Okay. No, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Well, then why don't we say good night now? Good night, guys. I love you. I'm hitting the outro.